Okay, so thank you for joining me, and I hope we can get this information out there so we can start the buzz of questions, because this again is going to be disrupting the industry in several ways. So as you have seen, in January, we've spent a lot of the time launching Biome FX, the whole uh, metagenomic sequencing stool test. And very soon, the first actual tests will be done and sent back. And that'll be really good to see how it really stacks up against the competition. We're expecting some big things on that. And then February, we have several products. One, FidoSpore, is going to be a campaign about called Love Your Pets. So this is going to be our first animal spore product. I don't have any details on what that's going to be like, if it's going to be a chewable form of the Megaspore for animals, but I will keep you posted on that. We're also going to launch a line of Biome Foods, and we have actually sampled this. The representatives have tasted some of these. They're in a cereal form, in a kind of a muffin form, and they actually tasted pretty good. So this is a way to, it's kind of like keeping some of the foods that are very good for the microbiome handy, so that when you're trying to shift your microbiome, you've got access to the type of fibers, the type of spores, and the ingredients that will help you do that, and in a kind of convenient packaging. We know that some folks really struggle when it comes to kind of making their own food. So the industry trend is to have some convenience already made foods to get people started with their better, to improve their gut health. The other product, and you are probably already familiar with Biocidin, and you probably already know that they private label our spores in their product called Proflora. So we are going to, in this cooperative, we will be launching our own combination Biocidin spore product, and it will be called MegaOmega. That will also is planned in February. So we've got 3 major products that are coming in February. And March, we're going, many people, we've talked about it for a long time. We thought it would be launched earlier. I'm not sure of what the delay was, but we are hoping to see the butyrate spore, or the butyrate product. It won't be a spore form. It's an anaerobic bacteria. Again, the only one of its kind. And then in April, the MegaOmega. So this is going to be an omega oil that will be specific for helping the microbiome. And in May, and this sounds kind of dull, but it's a big thing when it's a company-wide website update. And then in June will be the Biome FX Phase 2. And a couple of comments about this. If you're already sending in your Biome FX Phase 1, they will hold that sample and run the Biome FX functional test on the original, so that if you do a post-test, you'll have something to compare to. So just know that that will be available for those who are sending in their Biome FX Phase 1 kit this month. So that is the lineup. That'll take us through half of the year of 2020. Like I said, very challenging lineup of products to launch, but all very helpful in complementing the microbiome. And let's open it up for questions. Um, Anything that you would like me to look into more deeply or further on any of these products?
I have a question on the butyrate one. Why would somebody want to take that one?
Okay. What's in the microbiome industry, as far as research, it's one of the primary short chain fatty acids that is of keen interest throughout the industry is butyrate. And the reason is because of its protective effects on the gut itself. So you can see direct correlation with lower colorectal cancer when there's higher butyrate. And then there's many other disease conditions that follow suit. So we just realized butyrate is very protective in that it's um, helping the mitochondria of the gut, it's helping the beneficial bacteria of the gut, and it's protective against disease states.
Cool, sounds good. And then the omega oil, can you talk a little bit more about that one?
I wish I could. Um, there,
Okay.
there wasn't a whole lot of details given, except that we know of all the research on omegas how helpful they are with reducing inflammation. So, and there's some combination of oils, EPA versus DHA, that are more helpful than others. So my assumption is that this is going to be a heavily EPA weighted oil that is going to be very absorbable and helpful for the gut. And usually, our stand has been if there's not the perfect product out there for whatever position we're taking on the microbiome, then we have to create one. So this is apparently what we're seeing. There's a lot of variety of fish oils, so we want to make sure that the fish oil that has the right ratio is the one that's being recommended. So we're going to have one that's uh, convenient in our own line for you to recommend.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, well, as I get more details on these, we'll do an update down the road, but wanted to get them out. Oh, yeah, and Ken just reminded me to put it out there. The 10% on the Biome FX kit discount is still good until the end of this month. At one point, there was a January 10th cutoff, but they extended that to the end of January. So there's still time to get savings on those registrations.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for joining me. And like I said, I'll do an update when I have more details, but I wanted to get what I knew out there so you could be thinking about it and keep those questions coming, because that just makes us better, sharper, and prepared for the challenges that are ahead.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, take care and have a great Thursday and going into the weekend. Get some rest.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys too.
Okay, we will. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks. You too.